All right, everyone. Welcome to this session of Angular training. A warm welcome to all the students. In this, you will be learning how to build Angular components. You are using the latest CLI, and you'll also learn how to create single-page application UI, and you'll get into full detail, and it'll be a full tutorial so that you will be able to build components using Angular. Hello friends, welcome to this Angular tutorial. Let's see what all you're going to learn here. So basically in this you learn the whole thing about what is the Angular framework, what are the essentials of Angular, what are templates, what are styles, the meaning of directives, services, where you write separation of concern, you write your business logic, dependency injection, a very important topic, and then of course the most basic thing, forms, template, and reactive. What now? One point here is whatever you do in Angular, you will be building forms. Okay, that is going to be the core of your development. Whether you work on Spring, whether you work on the phone app, or whether you work on anything, you're going to build basically forms. Okay, that will be the bulk of the thing that you'll be doing, unless you do game development, which is a bit different. But still, the front end is dominated by forms, and template and reactive forms are the main. Okay, after that we'll be looking at routing. An application can have many different links, so there will be many different components. So all of them have to be put in a menu, and you can pass to different links, and you can pass parameters using routing. Then we'll see look at HTTP, like as we have seen how to build forms. Alright, so as we have seen, we'll also be seeing the HTTP calls. How do you call? Basically, what will happen is most of the time when you build an Angular app, your UI will be in Angular, right? But your backend can be anything. It can be Salesforce, it can be Java, it can be .NET. All right, as long as it's on the cloud and hostable or contractable on the internet, you can use the HTTP classes and to connect with them. So we'll be going through all the HTTP get, post, and all the different methods that we have. And then a very important concept in Angular, which is observable and promise. Like when you hit a third party URL on the network, the data that comes back, there are two ways to deal with the data. That will be using observables and promise. Okay, so we'll be looking at how to work with these two objects, and how to use those inbuilt methods. Okay, this is like your XML HTTP which you had in JavaScript, which is highly refined in Angular. Okay, and then finally, but last but not the least, testing. We'll see how to test the Angular application. So this is what you're going to learn in this module. Okay, so once you come out of this, you'll be able to develop full-fledged applications in Angular. That's the main purpose. Now let's look at a bit of the, let's introduce about what is Angular and all that. So all told, Angular is an open source front-end web application, correct, framework. It's basically a front-end framework. It is basically a product of Google, as well as supported by a community of people and companies. But basically a UI on the web, very adaptive, reactive, fast UI on the web, which has been launched by and supported by Google. Okay, so it will be there in the market. So many of we developers try to learn technology and see how relevant, how long it will be. Angular is not going to go anywhere. Now, and many of you might say, yeah, we had Angular JS and then Angular, right? Angular JS was the first one when Angular JS came in. When Angular came in, and then suddenly in Angular version 2 onwards, everything changed, correct? So that's not going to happen. Google has committed that this version 7 that we will be using, and going ahead, any version that you do, it will not, there will be that kind of change won't be there, and continuity will be there. Also, let's continuing that. It is fully extensible and also functions well with other libraries, so you can integrate other third-party libraries also. Now to see how is the popularity of this, the companies that used Angular to build their website include Google, PayPal, Nike, HBO, General Motors, Sony, The Guardian, Upwork. So you can see a large number of companies are using Angular. Now what are the benefits of Angular? Obviously supports the model view controlling architecture, right? We have that MVC, ease of integration, support for single page applications. Now all this Uber, Ola, all those things are single page applications. That's in demand, right? So there's a huge support for this using routing and HTTP. You can build single page applications. Now, what are SPAs? They can communicate with the backend servers without having to refresh the full web page for the purpose of loading data in the application. To explain this in short, earlier what used to happen is when you submit a form, the entire HTML has to be updated. But right now, what happens is if you change your address, only a small section on your screen will change, right? The rest of the screen the data remains the same. So this is basically an advanced implementation of Ajax. So those who are coming from the JavaScript background, they will know that this is basically an advanced implementation of Ajax. So as continuing on that, then we have something called as a declarative user interface. You have a lot of annotations like decorators. Okay, you have added input, then you can have custom directives. There's a lot of declarative user interface that Angular, and each of these interface has got its own templates, reusable templates, and you can build your own custom templates for a directive. So it uses a lot of declarative user interface. Another thing is Angular gives you modularity. You can use services